next, we have three 3-minute rounds of Muay Thai, contested at 129 pounds. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, training out of Sing Achawin and Paw Pet Kai Keo, with a fight record of 75 wins and 15 losses, an 83% win rate. Representing Thailand, Tuanthong! And introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, training out of Pet Palabody, representing Thailand, Kaotaem!
Okay, guys, you both understand the rules. Listen to me at all times. Protect each other at all times. If you want to touch gloves, touch gloves now.
Judge, time. Ready?
Referee Ricky Sewell getting us started. One Friday Fights is the global search for the next global superstar. A chance to win a $100,000 contract is the dream of every fighter who sets foot into the squared circle. As Tuanthong takes on Kaotaem, and a beautiful shot landed to the body for Kaotaem.
Yeah, great transition from the left punch right into the left mid kick. You see it in Muay Thai so often, but the speed and fluidity there demonstrated by Kaotaem, something else.
Oh, beautiful lead back counter by Tuanthong to start it out. These guys are cracking to start this fight. Big body shots coming from Kaotaem. He said he was going to move backwards and lunge back in to counter-strike.
Tuanthong is a very heavy hitter, trading shots with Kaotaem. So this is what I was talking about with Kaotaem. He's not a Muay Thai fighter. He doesn't fight on the back foot looking to counter. He can go forward and be aggressive. That's a beautiful change that he's kind of gone through out there at the Fairtex Training Center. Really adapted to the small gloves rule set. Beautifully.
Yeah, very rarely do we see him as a counter fighter. Ooh, there, snappy left hand, fading back a little bit on some of those shots. Looking to line up the left, but here right in. Makes a great tactic as the southpaw fighter to take that left hand to the body of the orthodox fighter, following up nicely with the hook and the straight as well.
Oh, Kaotaem striking with venom, man. Closing the distance there and landing a rear kick before Tuanthong can get away from him. These two trading big kicks at the start of this first round.
Offense is the best defense for these two, trading big shots. Good lean back right there for Kaotaem as he lands a punishing low kick. Open stances, it really powers up those back-sided weapons, Brian, as Kaotaem misses with the right hand. Tuanthong creates a little bit of space, finds a nice hole for the roundhouse kick.
Kaotaem just continuing to use, textbook southpaw combinations, that heavy left kick, the right hook and the left straight. Uses his footwork to get him well, but Tuanthong there, landing a shot of his own. Tuanthong looking, like you said, to use those heavy kicks to drive Kaotaem back into the ropes.
Both these guys, such tactical strikers, trying to find a peak on their opponent as they stand and trade. Big shots, big elbows coming from both guys.
Tuanthong, very heavy with that right leg. He's looking for that high kick knockout here in this first round, but not if Kaotaem has anything to say about it. Ow!
Yeah, both guys, besides being in different stances, very much mirror images of each other. Heavy, heavy shots, big, powerful combinations. Standing in the center and trading there. Now we see Kaotaem here backing up a little bit, maybe trying to pull Tuanthong in. There the round ended, but he might be going back a bit to his counter-fighting style to set up opportunities to launch into some of his aggressive, newly found punching abilities.
Oh man, super active first round. You see big right kick just missing the chin of Kaotaem. Kaotaem stepping in, trying to land some huge boxing combinations. Tuanthong landing some good hooks himself. Big right hand, cracking back the head of Kaotaem. Really active first round.
Very heavy shots exchanged by both fighters. courtesy of that man, Kaotaem, as the Fairtex team urges their athlete to push a little bit more into this second round. Whose game plan can really excel here in the second stanza, and we get ready for another electrifying round. Only the best of the best are invited to one, and this time you get started right here on One Friday Fights.
Kaotaem there again, a powerful right hook, setting up the left hand. I love the way that he commits to his shots. Getting wild with the spinning technique there can be a bit risky.
Nice little slip and rip right there for Kaotaem as he's able to evade and counter. Tuanthong goes to the inside of the leg of Kaotaem. High kick. Kaotaem follows it up with a left hand that stumbles Tuanthong, but more of a slip.
Kaotaem does such a good job. Every time he throws a huge kick, he follows it up with his hands right when Tuanthong steps in to counter him, and he caught him that last time. Big jumping knee coming from Kaotaem.
Push kick caught by Tuanthong as he answers with a right hand. Backing up. Kaotaem looking for a big right hand. Can he find it? As Kaotaem continues to work off of the back foot.
You see a lot of the battle here taking place. It's these small steps. Kaotaem pulling Tuanthong in. Tuanthong trying to find the timing to set up his own attacks, but Kaotaem, like you said, Doug, does a great job. He'll land a big middle kick. He doesn't leave it there. He follows up, steps in again with the left and the right, or the right and the left. There we see a jab from Kaotaem. Not a shot that he's thrown a lot, but it's a great variation with the lead hand besides just always throwing that hook.
Oh yeah, talking to him in the interviews, he said he wasn't gonna rush it. He was gonna be patient and try to find the timing to land that knockout. Tuanthong relentlessly continues to push forward in the face of all these strikes, landing some good strikes of his own.
There, now we're starting to see a little bit of that Muay Thai, those light little micro steps backwards, trying to pull into this. What a shot! As Tuanthong lands with a huge right hand to spin around. Kaotaem as referee Ricky Sewell initiates the count. Can Tuanthong find the one shot, one kill, but Kaotaem answers back with big left hands. Kaotaem has Tuanthong on the ropes, swinging with multi-shots. Tuanthong eating big punches as Kaotaem empties the gas tank. What a comeback for Kaotaem. Big shots from the left side coming from Kaotaem as the 10-second clapper sounds. Tuanthong ties him up to save valuable seconds on the clock.
Wow, it was a rough break for Kaotaem before that shot. He had landed two nice left hands, one off one leg while his kick was caught. But Tuanthong finding that chin. Kaotaem, though, able to rise from the ashes and get himself right back in there.
Oh, here you see it. All fight, Kaotaem's been letting off some big kicks, but Tuanthong was patient in the face of that onslaught, picked the perfect shot, perfect timing, but then Kaotaem got his wits about him. He recovered and came out crazy, trying to get that knockdown back himself. Absolute fireworks.
But Tuanthong, composed, settled in, defended very well. The tie-up happened, saved him possibly from going down. Very cerebral fighter, that man right there. But that man had to dig deep, found a lot of will and intestinal fortitude to really start to push in that fight, and stands at the ready. Tuanthong bounces off the ropes, and we are ready for the third and final round. One Friday Fights. Only the best of the best can work their way into one. You have really got to bring it for that $100,000 contract. Hangs to the balance. Missed high roundhouse kick, but a beautiful follow-up shot from Kaotaem as he lands with a big left hand. Looking to end the night of Tuanthong with one powerful shot. Tuanthong almost fell through the ropes as referee Ricky Sewell initiates another count. Tuanthong on wobbly legs. Push kick up the middle, narrowly misses the mark. Kaotaem looks laser focused and locked in.
Boy, he does, Mitch. Tuanthong, incredible durability. He has eaten some massive shots, but Kaotaem just overpowering Tuanthong there for the knockdown. Kaotaem now backing up again, looking to create opportunities perhaps for some counter fighting. Tuanthong now pressing forward, driving him back into the ropes. It's just an incredible ebb and flow in this fight.
Kaotaem, such a hot prospect, displaying the highest level of striking right here. Beautiful kicks, insane power in his boxing. The IQ is next level, and he is durable. Pushing forward here to try to seal the deal in this third round.
Big left hand, right down the middle. Sends Tuanthong crashing to the canvas. Kaotaem might need a knockout. It's now 1 round apiece. How does the first round happen? Kaotaem pouring it on. Referee with the sword comes in to save Tuanthong from any further damage. What a performance from Kaotaem.
Amazing performance from Kaotaem. A great stoppage by the referee. Tuanthong, so tough, able to absorb so many shots, almost too tough for his own good. Kaotaem, though, finally overwhelming him. That southpaw stance, the left hand, the right hook, the way that he followed up, just relentless.
Oh, here you see on the replay, Kaotaem putting an absolute crazy flurry on Tuanthong. Tuanthong tried to hang in there, but it was too much for him by the end. Kaotaem running him over with an onslaught of powerful boxing. They have turned this man into a beast over there at Fairtex Training Center. Kaotaem proving that he is one hot prospect here tonight, Brian.
Yeah, demonstrating his toughness, his conditioning, his skill set. What a fight tonight for the young man from Fairtex.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 1 minute and 49 seconds in the third round, your referee has called a stop to this contest. Your winner, by way of technical knockout,
Kaotaem, his 4th fight on One Friday Fights, his 3rd win in a row, picking up the big finish, making it through some adversity as well.
Kaotaem, that was a very impressive fight. After that second round knockdown you suffered, it seemed to wake you up and you got laser focused on the task at hand, and that was getting your own knockdown and then the knockout. How good did that feel here tonight?
วันนี้นะครับก้าวแต้มทำได้ดีมากๆเลยนะครับดูเหมือนว่าในจังหวะในยกที่2ของเราดูเหมือนจะโดนนับไปแต่หลังจากนั้นแหละครับที่เราปลุกตัวก้าวแต้มขึ้นมาแล้วเราสามารถหาจังหวะน็อกได้รู้สึกยังไงบ้างครับ
ตอนนี้ดีใจมากครับที่สามารถพลิกสถานการณ์มาได้ตอนที่โดนนับก็กดดันอยู่ในใจแต่ว่าผมต้องกัดฟันเอานับคืนให้ได้ครับ
I was very happy with this comeback victory I got tonight. When I got dropped, I think to myself that I have to do whatever it takes to knock out my opponent or even drop my opponent.
Talk to us a little bit about the strategy coming out in that third round, because you really started to find some success and you were landing very heavily with that left hand.
ครับผมพูดถึงกลยุทธ์ที่เราใช้นะครับในยกที่3เนี่ยหลังจากที่เราเข้ามาในยกที่3เนี่ยดูเหมือนว่าเราจะเข้าไปแล้วใช้หมัดเยอะมากโดยเฉพาะหมัดซ้ายของเราวางแผนมายังไงบ้างครับ
ก็ไฟนี้วางแผนมาดักจังหวะช่วงที่เขาเตะขาผมเขาจะกัดตกเขาจะมีช่องเปิดผมกะมาต่อยเขาอยู่แล้วครับ
Yes, the plan is I know that my opponent will create these openings. I have just to go in, use my left hand and find that shot.
That's 3 wins in a row, but you haven't heard these magical words yet. You just won 350,000 baht from the boss, Chatri Sityotong.
วันนี้นะครับได้โบนัสจากคุณชาตรีสิทธิ์เจ้าทองรู้สึกไงบ้างครับ
ก็ก่อนอื่นก็ต้องขอบคุณบอสชาตรีมากครับวันนี้ผมขอบคุณบอสชาตรีแล้วก็ทีมงานแล้วก็ทุกคนที่มาเชียร์ครับขอบทุกคนจริงๆครับ
First of all, big thanks to Mr. Chatri Siddhartham for giving me this bonus, and big thanks for everyone who's been cheering me on tonight, and my team especially.
Bangkok, it's time to get loud and make some noise for your winner. Go!
Kaotaem picking up his third win in a row. The knockout and the bonus demonstrating incredible heart and will to win in this fight. He had landed those two beautiful left hands on one leg, but he ate the shot from Tuanthong, went down, came back, put on a furious pace, got back into this fight, finished Tuanthong off with incredible left hands. Finally, the referee was forced to step in. Just an incredible performance here from Kaotaem, looking so sharp.